Hello all. Today we are discussing about middle age characteristics. So the middle age falls between 40 to 60 years. So and it is a stage where there is a remarkable changes occur both physically and psychologically. So as we are entering middle age, so we can see there are so many changes which is happening in our body also, and also which is changes which is happening in our mental state also. So this is a stage so where we are spending nearly about 20 years. So that's why we are considering it as a long period in the lifespan. So where which can be divided into two. One is early middle age and another one is advanced middle age. So early middle age is from 40 to 50 years and advanced middle age is from 50 to 60 years. Whatever the changes happens, the physically and psychologically, we can see it remarkably changes occurs. So during the advanced middle age when compared to early middle age. To understand the middle age in detail, so to understand what are the psychological and mental changes occur during this period, so first we need to understand the characteristics of middle age. ಸೊ ಈ ಮಧ್ಯ ವಯಸ್ಸಿನ ಆ, ಲಕ್ಷಣಗಳು ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಓದಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಯಾವ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ 40 ವರ್ಷದಿಂದ 60 ವರ್ಷದ ತನಕ ಇರುವವರನ್ನ ನಾವು ಅವರನ್ನ ಮಧ್ಯ ವಯಸ್ಸಿನವರು ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಅವರನ್ನ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಈ ಮಧ್ಯ ವಯಸ್ಸು ನಮ್ಮ ದೈಹಿಕವಾಗಿ ಕೂಡ ಹಾಗೂ ಮಾನಸಿಕವಾಗಿ ಕೂಡ ಹಲವಾರು ಬದಲಾವಣೆಗಳನ್ನ ನಾವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಣಬಹುದು. So the first characteristics is middle age is a dreaded age. So ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಈ ಮಧ್ಯ ವಯಸ್ಸು ಭೀತಿಯ ಕಾಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. So why it is very dreaded age means, so it is difficult to admit the people so who falls between 40 to 60 years that they are coming to an end of their life. So that's why so they won't admit it until they see themselves in the mirror. So until they see changes in their body and in their mental, so they are not ready to accept it. So that's why we call it as a dreaded age, because it makes people too difficult to accept themselves. And next one is why we are calling it as a dreaded age, because so the unfavorable stereotype which we have towards the middle age people. So usually the tendency of the human beings is, so when we are becoming older and older, so our the roles and also our interest and our strength, so it's everything get changes. So that's why so even we are giving more prominence to the youth. So that's why there will be an unfavorable stereotype towards middle aged people, so regarding their physical structure as well as regarding their psychological function. So that's why so these people, so it becomes very uh, they feel very insecure during this period. And also a traditional belief concerning the mental and physical deterioration, and also cessation of reproductive life importance given to youth. So why we are calling it as a dreaded age, because so and it is a time where our mental as well as the physical deterioration takes place. So we are not able to work as before, and we are not able to maintain our mental health properly during this time because of many issues which we will be discussing in coming slides. And also it is a period so where human beings are not able to reproduce, where there is a cessation of reproductive life occur. And also this is stage where the society start giving more importance to our youths when compared to the middle aged people. So that's why as their role changes, as their interest changes, as they are physical, there is a deterioration in their physical activities and as well as the mental activities. And also they feel useless, and also where there is a cessation of their reproductive life. So that's why it is very difficult for them to admit and to accept themselves during this period. So that's why middle age is considering as dreaded age. ಸೊ ಯಾಕೆ ನಾವು ಈ ಮಧ್ಯ ವಯಸ್ಸನ್ನ ಭೀತಿಯ ಕಾಲ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಸೊ ಇವರು ವಯಸ್ಕ ಅವಧಿಯಿಂದ ಮಧ್ಯ ವಯಸ್ಸಿಗೆ ಬರುವಾಗ ದೈಹಿಕವಾಗಿ ಹಾಗೂ ಮಾನಸಿಕವಾಗಿ ಹಲವಾರು ಬದಲಾವಣೆಗಳು ಅವರಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಈ ಬದಲಾವಣೆಗಳನ್ನ ಅವರನ್ನ ಒಪ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಇದೊಂದು ಭಯಭೀತಿಯಾದಂತಹ ಕಾಲ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಸೊ ಅವರ ಸಂತಾನೋತ್ಪತ್ತಿಯು ಕೂಡ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಆಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ, ಈ ಪೀರಿಯಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಆಗೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಸೊ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಏನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಸೊ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಅಷ್ಟು ನಾವು ಮಹತ್ವವನ್ನು ಅವರಿಗೆ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಸೊ ಒಮ್ಮೆ ನಾವು ಮಿಡಲ್ ಏಜ್ಗೆ ಬಂದಾಗ ಸೊ ನಮ್ಮ ಸೊಸೈಟಿ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ಸಮಾಜ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸೊ ಅವರ ಸೊಸೈಟಿಯ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲದು ಯೂತ್ ಕಡೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ, ಯುವಕರ ಕಡೆ ಹೋಗುವಾಗ ಸೊ ನಾವು ಎಲ್ಲೋ ನಮ್ಮ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ನಾವು ಕಳ್ಕೊಂಡ್ವಿ ಅನ್ನುವಂತಹ ಆಲೋಚನೆ ಇವರಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೋಕೆ ಶುರುವಾಗುವಂಥದ್ದು. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಇದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಭೀತಿಯ ಕಾಲ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ದ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರಿಸ್ಟಿಕ್ಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಮಿಡಲ್ ಏಜ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಟೈಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸಿಷನ್. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬದಲಾವಣೆಯ ಕಾಲ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ. ಸೊ ದ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸಿಷನ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ದ ಅಡ್ಜಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಟು ನ್ಯೂ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್, ನ್ಯೂ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ನ್ಯೂ ಪ್ಯಾಟರ್ನ್ ಆಫ್ ಬಿಹೇವಿಯರ್. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅನದರ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಅವರ್ ಲೈಫ್. ಈ ಮಿಡಲ್ ಏಜ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ನಮ್ಮ ಜೀವನದ ಒಂದು ಹೊಸ ಮುಖ ಅಂತಾನೆ ನಾವು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. So why? Because so we need to make adjustment so with regard to whole pattern of our life. So we need to develop a new interest, we need to develop new values, we need to develop new pattern of our behavior, new style of behavior, and the adjustment to change roles and impending retirement. And this is the time that is between 40 to 60 years. So our roles get changed. Like we need to become a parents, so we need to become a grandparents. So we have so many roles to play. So and even the responsibilities which we are taking, so we need to leave all those responsibilities. We need to give everything to our the children. So that's why the where, and also there is a less importance for these people. So that's why we need to make adjustment to the change make adjustment to the changed roles also. And also we need to get adjust to the impending retirement, and at the end of the advanced middle age, that is 50 to 60 years, and that is the time so where we need to get retired from our work or also from our the home also. So that's why so this is called as transition nothing but we need to make adjustment with new interests, new values and new pattern of behavior. ಸೊ ಇದನ್ನ ಬದಲಾವಣೆಯ ಕಾಲ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಏನಕ್ಕೆ ಕರಿತೀವಿ ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಸೊ ಬದಲಾವಣೆ ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸಮಾಯೋಜನೆ, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಜೀವನದ ಹೊಸ ಆಸಕ್ತಿಗಳಿಗೆ, ಹೊಸ ಮೌಲ್ಯಗಳಿಗೆ ಹಾಗೂ ಹೊಸ ಜೀವನ ಶೈಲಿಗಳಿಗೆ ನಾವು ಸಮಾಯೋಜನೆ ಅಥವಾ ಹೊಂದಾಣಿಕೆಯನ್ನ ನಾವು ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಹಾಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಪಾತ್ರ ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ವಹಿಸಿದಂತಹ ಪಾತ್ರಗಳು ಕೂಡ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಬದಲಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಹಾಗೆ ನಾವು ಈ ನಿವೃತ್ತಿಯನ್ನು ಹೊಂದುವ ಕಾಲ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಯಾರು ಕೆಲಸಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತಾರೋ ಸೊ ಅವರಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಅದರ ಕೆಲಸದಿಂದ ನಿವೃತ್ತಿ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಮನೆಯ ಜವಾಬ್ದಾರಿಗಳನ್ನ ನಾವು ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ನಾವು ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಮನೆಯ ಜವಾಬ್ದಾರಿಯಿಂದ ನಿವೃತ್ತಿ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಇದರಲ್ಲೇ ಬದಲಾವಣೆಯನ್ನ ತರೋಕೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಬೇಕಾಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಸೊ ಇದನ್ನ ಒಂದು ಬದಲಾವಣೆಯ ಕಾಲ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ. ಸೊ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರಿಸ್ಟಿಕ್ಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಮಿಡಲ್ ಏಜ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಟೈಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಸ್. ಇದು ಒತ್ತಡದ ಕಾಲ ಅಂತಾನು ನಾವು ಹೇಳುವಂಥದ್ದು. ಸೊ ವೈ? ಬಿಕಾಸ್ in this period there will be a radical adjustment to change roles, the pattern of life and physical changes. So at this time so the physical the characteristics also get changes. So there will be a changes in our body. So our hair will become white, so there will be a wrinkle on our face. So and also our physical strength also decreases, where we are not able to work as before. So that's why we need to make some adjustment which helps us to cooperate with the body. So, and also we need to adjust to the changed roles, whatever the responsibility we have taken before. So we need to give up to our children or the younger one. So that's why what happens, so as the responsibility decreases, as we need to change our roles, so then we need to make some adjustment to that. And also pattern of life, the lifestyles also get changes. So these adjustments, it's not at all easy, it is very difficult for them. So as a sudden, if you need to change your roles means, or if you need to accept your own body, or if you need to change the pattern of behavior which you used to so for so many years, and if you need to make some changes, So in your daily life means it becomes very difficult for you people. So that's why once it becomes difficult, so they feel that it is very stressful. And also they have given there are so many source of stress are there during this time. So one is somatic stress, as I said earlier. So as there is physical changes occur in our body, so that's why even that makes more uncomfortable for them, that makes more difficult for them to accept themselves. So that's why that is one of the source of stress. And another one is culture. Even our society and also the culture will not accept us, so and will not treat us as before, and they started giving more importance to the youth, more importance to the youth generation. So that's why even the culture also uh, make stress more. And also the economic burden, and this is a stage where we need to concentrate on our the family, where we need to concentrate on our children education, so we need to spend our economic. So that's why there will be an economic burden during this period. And also psychological stress, as they and psychological stress in the sense they are not able to maintain their psychological health in a proper manner because of these stresses. So they become very unstable. So that's why, so these are the sources which makes them very stressful. ಯಾಕೆ ಈ ಮಧ್ಯ ವಯಸ್ಸನ್ನ ನಾವು ಒತ್ತಡದ ಕಾಲ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ನಮಗೆ ಬದಲಾಗುವ ಪಾತ್ರಗಳಿಗೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ಜೀವನದ ಶೈಲಿಗೆ ಹಾಗೂ ನಮ್ಮ ದೈಹಿಕವಾದಂತಹ ಬದಲಾವಣೆಗೆ ನಾವು ಸಮಾಯೋಜನೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದಕ್ಕೆ ತುಂಬಾನೇ ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಗುವಂಥದ್ದು. ಈ ಸಮಾಯೋಜನೆಗಳಿಗೆ ನಾವು ಇದರೆಲ್ಲ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಸಮಾಯೋಜನೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಸೊ ನಾವು ಒತ್ತಡವನ್ನ ನಾವು ಎದುರಿಸ್ತೀವಿ. ಹಾಗೆ ಸೊ ಇವರು ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳುವಂತೆ, ಈಗ ಒತ್ತಡಕ್ಕೆ ಹಲವಾರು ಕಾರಣಗಳಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಒಂದು ಸೊಮ್ಯಾಟಿಕ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ದೈಹಿಕವಾದ ಬದಲಾವಣೆ ನಮಗೆ ಒತ್ತಡವನ್ನ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಡುತ್ತೆ. ಹಾಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಸಮಾಜ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು ಅಥವಾ ನಮ್ಮ ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತಿ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಅವರು ಹೇಗೆ ಮಧ್ಯ ವಯಸ್ಸನ್ನ ಅವರು ನೋಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅನ್ನುವುದು ಕೂಡ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಒತ್ತಡ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಆರ್ಥಿಕ ಪರಿಸ್ಥಿತಿ ಕೂಡ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಒತ್ತಡವನ್ನ ತರುವಂಥದ್ದು. ಸೊ ಇಂತಹ ಸಮಯದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ನಮ್ಮ ಕುಟುಂಬವನ್ನ ಸಾಕಬೇಕಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ಮೇಲೆ ಹಲವಾರು ಜನ ಅವಲಂಬಿತರಾಗಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಮಕ್ಕಳ ಎಜುಕೇಶನ್ಸ್ ಕೂಡ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಬೇಕಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಮಾನಸಿಕವಾಗಿ ಕೂಡ ಹಲವಾರು ಬದಲಾವಣೆಗಳು ಆಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಸೊ ನಾವು ಈ ಒತ್ತಡವನ್ನ ನಾವು ಎದುರಿಸ್ತೀವಿ. The next characteristics is middle age is a dangerous age. So ಇದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಅಪಾಯದ ಕಾಲ ಅಂತಲೂ ನಾವು ಕರೀಬಹುದು. So because the breakdown physically as a result of overwork or over worry or careless living. So in this period, so the production is more. So once we are entering the 40, so we are producing more and more as we are having possession about where we need to make we need to build house, or we need to have a car, and we need to make our children very educated. So that's why all these stresses have, so we are overworked and we are over worried also. That's why, and also we will not care about our living. So that's why, so we are breaking down physically as well as psychologically. And this is a period why we call dangerous age means because the incidence of mental illness so occurs at this age because of, so the many reasons, because of the stress which they take up, and also because of the adjustment which they have to make. And also the result says that it is a peak age for suicide. And when they have done a research, and when they have taken a statistics, and it says that that is a age that the middle age is the one, so where the suicidal case are more. And another reason why we call it as a dangerous age, because there is a menopause in women, and also there will be a sex indifferences which stains the husband and wife relationship, and physical and mental illness occurs, and there will occur alcoholism and drug addiction and the suicidal thoughts. So, and because of the menopause, where usually in women, so the menstrual cycle stops. So that's why they are not able to reproduce. And that's why even both in men and women, so there will be indifferences in sexual interest. So that's why which affect the husband and wife relationship during this period. So that's why, as they are not able to satisfy their sexual interests and as their sexual indifferences. So that's why they are not able to maintain the good husband and wife relationship. So that's why, so it may lead to physical and mental illness also, and some may more prone to alcoholism, and some may are prone to drug addiction and suicide. So these are the things so which makes them very stressful. To come out of this stress, so they go, into the alcoholism to come out of stress, and they take drugs. And sometimes, and some people, if they feel that they are not able to cope up with this stress, and they commit suicide. So that's why this is called as dangerous age. ಇದನ್ನ ಅಪಾಯದ ಕಾಲ ಅಂತ ಯಾಕೆ ಕರಿತೀವಿ ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಈ ಮಿಡಲ್ ಏಜ್ ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದು ಅಥವಾ ಮಧ್ಯ ವಯಸ್ಸು ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದು, ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಕೆಲಸವನ್ನ ಅಥವಾ ನಮ್ಮ ಉತ್ಪತ್ತಿಯನ್ನ ನಾವು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ನಮ್ಗೆ ಕುಟುಂಬದ ಅವಲಂಬನೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ನಮ್ಗೆ ಮನೆ ಕಟ್ಟಬೇಕು ಅಥವಾ ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ ಅನ್ನ ತಗೋಬೇಕಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಅಥವಾ ನಾವು ನಮ್ಮ ಮಕ್ಕಳನ್ನ ನಾವು ಎಜುಕೇಶನ್ ಅಥವಾ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅವರಿಗೆ ವಿದ್ಯಾಭ್ಯಾಸವನ್ನ ಕೊಡಿಸ್ಬೇಕಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಅವೆಲ್ಲ ಕಾರಣಗಳಿಂದ ಸೊ ನಮ್ಮ ಮೇಲಿನ ಒಂದು ಕೇರ್ ಅನ್ನ ನಾವು ಬಿಟ್ಟಿರ್ತೇವೆ, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ವಿ ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಕಾನ್ಸಂಟ್ರೇಟಿಂಗ್ ಆನ್ ಅವರ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್. ಸೊ ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ we are not able to deal with this age very effectively. And another reason, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಕಾರಣಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಯಾಕೆ ಇದನ್ನ ಭೀತಿಯ ಕಾಲ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಸೊ ಈ ಸಮಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ 40ರಿಂದ 60 ವರ್ಷದಲ್ಲಿ ಒತ್ತಡ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ, ಸಮಾಯೋಜನೆ ನಾವು ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕಾಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ, ಸೊ ಮಾನಸಿಕ ಕಾಯಿಲೆಗಳು ಈ ಸಮಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಆತ್ಮಹತ್ಯೆಯೂ ಕೂಡ ಈ ಸಮಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಅಂತ ಅವರು ಸಂಶೋಧನೆ ಕೂಡ ಹೇಳುವಂತ. ಸೊ ಮತ್ತೆ ಹೆಂಗಸರಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ ಬಂದಾಗ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಮುಟ್ಟು ನಿಲ್ಲುವಂಥದ್ದು, ಮೆನೋಪಾಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಮೆನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರುವಲ್ ಸೈಕಲ್ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಹಾಗೆ ಅವರ ಲೈಂಗಿಕ ಆಸಕ್ತಿ ಕೂಡ ಬೋತ್ ಮೆನ್ ಅಂಡ್ ವುಮೆನ್ ಅವರಲ್ಲಿ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಆಗಿರುವಂಥದ್ದು. ಸೊ ಅವಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಗಂಡ ಹೆಂಡತಿಯರ ಮಧ್ಯೆ ಒಂದು ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಬಾಂಧವ್ಯ ಅಥವಾ ಒಂದು ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಸಂಬಂಧವನ್ನ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅವರು ಆ ಒತ್ತಡದಿಂದ ಹೊರಗೆ ಬರಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹಲವಾರು ಮಾರ್ಗಗಳನ್ನ ಅವರು ಹಿಡಿತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಕುಡಿತಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು ಅಥವಾ ಮದ್ಯ ವ್ಯಸನ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಸೊ ಇಂಥ ಡ್ರಗ್ ಅಡಿಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಆತ್ಮಹತ್ಯೆಗಳಾಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಇಂಥದೆಲ್ಲ ದಾರಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಅವರು ಹೋಗುವಂಥದ್ದು. ಸೊ ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ ಸೊ ದಿಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ಡ್, ದ ಮಿಡಲ್ ಏಜ್ ಈಸ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ಡ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಆಸ್ ದ ಡೇಂಜರಸ್ ಏಜ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ ಈಸ್ ಮಿಡಲ್ ಏಜ್ ಈಸ್ ಅವರ್ ಕ್ವಾಡ್ ಏಜ್. ಸೊ why it is called outward means, so we are not, they are no longer young or they are no, nor they are old. So ಇದಂತರ ಒಂದು ತ್ರಿಶಂಕು ಪರಿಸ್ಥಿತಿ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಇವರನ್ನ ನಾವು ಚಿಕ್ಕವರು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳೋದಕ್ಕೂ ಆಗಲ್ಲ, ಇವರನ್ನ ತುಂಬಾ ವಯಸ್ಸಾದವರು ಅಂತಾನು ಹೇಳೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಅಂತಹ ಪರಿಸ್ಥಿತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರು ಇರುವಂತದ್ದು. ಸೊ they are not young also to take up all the activities, and also they are very, and they are not very old also. And their desire to be inconspicuous is reflected in their clothing, but they want to prove themselves, they want to showcase themselves. So how they are showcasing means, so through their clothing. So ಅವರ ಉಡುಗೆಗಳ ಮೂಲಕ ಅವರು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಅವರು ಬಟ್ಟೆ ಹಾಕೋದ್ರ ಮೂಲಕ ಸೊ ಅವರ ಎಕ್ಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ನ ಅವರು ತೋರಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುವಂಥದ್ದು. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್, the choice of marital possessions such as home, car, etc. will start during this period. ಸೊ ನಾವು ಮನೆ ಕಟ್ಟಬೇಕು ಅಥವಾ ಕಾರ್ ತಗೋಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನುವಂಥ, ದುಡ್ಡು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನುವಂತಹ ಮೆಟೀರಿಯಲ್ ಪೊಸೆಷನ್ಸ್ ಸೊ ಈ ಒಂದು ಪೀರಿಯಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಅವಕ್ವಾರ್ಡ್ ಏಜ್ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡುವ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರಿಸ್ಟಿಕ್ಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಮಿಡಲ್ ಏಜ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಟೈಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಚೀವ್ಮೆಂಟ್. ಸೊ ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಸ್ಟಡಿಡ್ ದ Erikson theory, psychosocial stages. So, and there is one stage called generativity versus stagnation. So, and it is the stage, so he says that generativity is nothing but to produce more, and stagnation to produce nothing. So, they become more and more successful, otherwise accomplish nothing. But there are some people at this age, so during the middle age, they accomplish everything. So, they become very successful. And there are some people who do nothing and they accomplish nothing. So that's why we call it as generativity. It's a period of generativity, and also it's a period of stagnation. And it is a time for social and financial success, but also for authority and prestige. So along with the success with regard to the social or with regard to the finance, and they seek for authority and they seek for prestige also. And the leadership role are the reward for achievement. And you may have seen, so during this period, the many people will take leadership quality, and the leadership role is considered as the reward for their achievement. So that's why. So this is a period where an individual can achieve more also, and in the opposite, and he may not do anything also. ಸಾಧನೆಯ ಕಾಲ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಇದನ್ನ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ರೆ. ಸೊ ಮನುಷ್ಯ ಈ ಒಂದು ಸಮಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಸಾಧನೆಯನ್ನು ಸಹ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಅಥವಾ ಅವನು ತನ್ನ ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನನ್ನು ಮಾಡದೆ ಕೂಡ ಅವನು ಇರುವಂಥದ್ದು. ಸಾಮಾಜಿಕವಾಗಿ ಹಾಗೂ ಮತ್ತೆ ಆರ್ಥಿಕವಾಗಿ ಕೂಡ ಅವನು ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅವನು ಸಕ್ಸಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಅವನ ಗುರಿಯನ್ನ ಅವನು ಮುಟ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಒಂದು ಒಂದು ಪ್ರೆಸ್ಟೀಜ್ ಬೇಕಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಅಥವಾ ಒಂದು ಪವರ್ ಅಥಾರಿಟಿ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಬೇಕಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಒಂದು ನಾಯಕತ್ವದ ಗುಣ ಅವನಿಗೆ ಈ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಕ್ಕರೆ ಅದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಅವನ ಸಾಧನೆ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರಿಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಈಸ್ ಮಿಡಲ್ ಏಜ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಟೈಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಇವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಯೇಷನ್. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಟೈಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಇವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಯೇಷನ್. ಅವರನ್ನ ಸ್ವ ವಿಶ್ಲೇಷಣೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬಹುದು. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ತನ್ನ ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ಇಷ್ಟು ವರ್ಷ ನಾನು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ, ಸೊ ಮುಂದೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು, ನನ್ನ ಮಕ್ಕಳನ್ನ ಏನ್ ಬೆಳೆಸಿದೆ, ನನ್ನ ಕೆರಿಯರ್ ಹೇಗಾಯ್ತು. So they can evaluate themselves, so with regard to their life. So they evaluate their accomplishment in the light of their earlier aspiration and the expectation of others, especially family members and friends. So they will consider whether they have aspired or whether they have not aspired. So on the basis of, whether they have accomplished or whether they have not accomplished. So they will assess based on their earlier aspiration and also the expectation of others, so especially from family members as well as friends. So what was my aspiration, what were my aspirations, so whether I am able to accomplish those aspirations, so what my family members are expecting from me, so whether I am able to fulfill their expectation, what my friends are expecting from me, whether I am able to fulfill my expectations. So these are all considered these are all the issues, so where they evaluate themselves. So that's why this is considered as the time of evaluation. Next characteristic is it is evaluated by double standard. So there is a separate standard for men and standard for women. So double standard in the sense, so it's unfair, the principle is applied to two different groups in the sense, so there will be one single principle, but these principles are applied to one way into one group and another way to another group. So that's why it is called as double standard. So there will be a same principle, but which is different for men and which is different for women. So which affect the many aspects of their life. So there are two standards are there. First, for men, so when they enter to the middle age, so the men are considered as distinguished in the sense, so they can be identifiable. So we can consider them as more responsible when compared to the previous ages. But with regard to women, when they come to a middle age, so they are regarding as the the unattractive. So ಯಾವಾಗ ಒಬ್ಬ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ ಅಥವಾ ಒಬ್ಬ ಗಂಡು ಅಥವಾ ಒಬ್ಬ ಪುರುಷ ಸೊ ಈ ಮಧ್ಯ ವಯಸ್ಸಿಗೆ ಬರ್ತಾನೆ, ಸೊ ಅವನನ್ನ ನಾವು ಒಂದು ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಜವಾಬ್ದಾರಿ ಉಳ್ಳವನು ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಅಥವಾ ಬಟ್ ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಒಂದು ಮಹಿಳೆ ಮಿಡಲ್ ಏಜ್ಗೆ ಬಂದಾಗ, ಸೊ ಅವರನ್ನು ನಾವು ವಿ ಆರ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರಿಂಗ್ ಆಸ್ ಅನ್ಅಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿವ್, ಸೊ ವಿತ್ ರಿಗಾರ್ಡ್ ಟು ದೇರ್ ಫಿಸಿಕಲ್ ಅಪಿಯರೆನ್ಸ್. So second one is, they says that we need to adjust to middle age, so by staying young and be active. So ನಾವು ಮಿಡಲ್ ಏಜ್ ನ ನಾವು ಹೇಗೆ ಸ್ವೀಕಾರ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಸೊ ತುಂಬಾ ಆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಆಗಿ, ತುಂಬಾ ಯಂಗ್ ಆಗಿ, ಸೊ ನಾವು ತುಂಬಾ ಚುರುಕಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಇದನ್ನ ಸ್ವೀಕಾರ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಹೇಳುವಂತದ್ದು ರಾಕಿಂಗ್ ಚೇರ್ ಫಿಲಾಸಫಿ ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಸೊ ವಿ ನೀಡ್ ಟು ಟೇಕ್ ದಿಸ್ ಮಿಡಲ್ ಏಜ್ ವೆರಿ ವಿತ್ ಅ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿನೆಸ್, so and with some generous, and we need to welcome, so with more happiness. So that is called as rocking chair philosophy. So that's why there is again double standard. One, they are saying that we need to be very young and active. And in the meantime, so they also says that we need to accept the reality, we need to welcome our middle age, so with more happiness. So that's why it is considered as double standard. So double standard means there will be a single rule or single principle, so which is applied unfairly for different groups. So one with regard to the physical appearance. So for men, when they enter to the middle age, so they are considered as distinguished. In sense, we are considering them as more responsible while looking at their physical appearance. And but when the women enter this middle age, they are considering as unattractive. And another way they says that we need to adjust to the middle age by staying young and active. But and in the meantime, they also says that we need to follow rocking chair philosophy. Next characteristics is middle age is the time of emptiness. So it is a time when children no longer want to live under the parental roof, especially what happens with regard to American culture and all. So this is a time where their children, so they go away from home, so for their higher education, or if they get married, they want to live separately. So that's why they leave home on, they want to become dependent on their parents. So that's why, so there will be a separation from the parents and the children. So that's why what happens, there will be an emptiness, so in their home. And what happens, they need to adjust to family center to the peer center. So before this, until their children, so they concentrated more on the family. So the both husband and wife used to work for their family, or they used to work for their children. So they never give time together. So but here what happens, they need to get adjust to again to the pay center. They need to get adjust to their interest. So earlier what happens, so they will be having their own interest. So while rearing children or while they are working, uh, no, the man or husband, he may have his own interests or activities, or woman or wife may have his own her own job or the career or activities. So they used to develop different interests. So but when they are coming to the middle age, as this is a stage of retirement, even the children also left from their home, so to live separately. So they need to again, they are bringing together and they need to adjust each other. So they need to compromise their interests again. So that's why we are considering where they need to come from family center to peer center. And next one is, it is more traumatic for women than men. So this empty, we call it as emptiness syndrome. So this is a thing, and it is more traumatic for women when compared to man, because so the women are the one who is more concentrated on the children, on the home. So when they suddenly leave their home, the children, so it will become very traumatic for her. Next one is, middle age is a time of the boredom. So they bored with daily routine of work and also with family life. So because of all these years, so they will get bored with their daily routine of work. So the career maybe, or with their family, with their wife or with their spouse, so or maybe with their children. So they get bored during this time. And also if they get retired from their work also, and it is very difficult for them to spend time, and they wonder what they do for next 20 to 30 years. So if they do not adjust to this middle age, or if they do not develop some interest, so with regard to their age, so it is very difficult for them to spend the next 20 to 30 years. So these are the characteristics of middle age. So we'll revise once again. Middle age, so the age range falls between 40 to 60 years, and we are dividing into early middle age and advanced middle age. So early middle age is from 40 to 50 years, and advanced middle age from 50 to 60 years. And in advanced middle age, where the physical and psychological changes occur. So the first characteristic is middle age is a dreaded age, because it is very difficult for them to accept themselves because of the stereotype, because of the traditional belief, or because of the cessation of reproductive life. And also middle age is a time of transition where they need to get adjust with the new interests, new values, and new pattern of behavior. And it is a time of stress because as they need to make some adjustment, it's a bit difficult for them to get used to it. So, and also they have many responsibilities, both physically, mentally, and economically. So that's why they feel it is a stage of stress. And we are considering it as a dangerous stage because as there is a deterioration in the physical and psychological function, and as there will be changes in their sexual interest, and as the menopause occurs in women, so there will be and changes in their relationship. So that's why, and it is a time where they are more prone to alcoholism or drug addiction and suicide. We are calling it as our quad age because they are neither young or nor they are old, and also they want to prove themselves that they are exist in the society, and this is a time where they are possessing some materials like home, car, or money, etc. And it's a time of achievement. So in the sense, so this is a time so where they can produce more also, and and also they can produce very less also. So, and it is a time of evaluation. So, where they evaluate their accomplishment. So, based on their earlier aspiration and based on their expectation from their family or friends. And it's a double standard where a principle is unfairly applied to different groups. So, for men, we are considering them as a distinguished when they enter middle age, but we are considering as unattractive for women. And also, they says that we need to be very young and active to adjust to the middle age. In the same time, they say that we need to accept the reality, and also we need to welcome the middle age in a happy manner. So, and it is considering as the emptiness as our children leaves our home and they go on to depend on their parents, and that's why their interest turn from family center to faith center, and they need to make adjustment again with regard to their relationship. So that's why it is considering as the emptiness. So it is a bored of in time of boredom, so where they get bored with their daily routine work and also with their family. So it is difficult for them to spend with the same routine work. Thank you.